11. Welcome back in exercise 1.3. This is our lecture number 8, complex numbers. Question 4, some of the questions we have solved in the 7th part. Now question 5. Express in x plus iy form. Express in x plus iy form. The first is simple. Second one I will take root 2 into cos of 7 pi by 4 plus I sin 7 pi by 4. This is the polar form. So this I have to convert. This is equal to root 2 into cos of 7 pi by 4. What is that value that I will find? Cos of. How to solve this 7 pi by 4? That is important. I have told you, if I add something in pi or 2 pi or 3 pi, if I plus or minus, plus or minus, plus or minus, the ratio doesn't change. Suppose it is sine, this will remain sine. For this sine, this will also remain sine. Sine whose sine of this theta. Whether this will be positive or negative, that will depend upon the quadrant. But here what you have to remember is, if I add or subtract something from pi or multiples of pi, then the ratio remains the same. So here what I will do is, I will do it as 8 pi minus pi upon 4. Why 8 pi? Because it is close to 4 to the 8. I want 7 pi. So 8 pi minus pi, that will be 7 pi plus I sin 8 pi minus pi upon 4. So this is equal to root 2 into cos of, this will be 8 pi by 4, means 2 pi minus pi by 4. See this? Plus I sin, this will be again 8 pi upon 4 minus pi upon 4. So 2 pi minus pi upon 4. Because this denominator belongs to both, that I have separated. That is equal to root 2 into. So what I know, if I add or subtract from 2 pi, ratio remains the same, means ratio will be cos of. Cos of what? Of this. Cos of pi by 4. Now whether this will be positive or negative, that I have to search. 2 pi means 360. 360, I have subtracted this 45. Means I am in the fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant cos is positive, so it will be like this. Plus I. For this also it will be sine of what? Pi by 4. The ratio will remain the same. Now whether this will be positive or negative, that I have to search. This 2 pi minus something means in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant sign is negative, so this will be minus. So I will put the bracket over here. So that is equal to, now I will give this root 2. Afterwards I will write the value of this. Cos of pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2 plus this plus and this minus will be minus I sin of pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2. Now this root 2 I will distribute. That is equal to root 2 into 1 upon root 2 minus I into root 2 into 1 upon root 2. This root 2 cut, and that is equal to 1 minus, this will also get cancelled, so 1 minus I. So this is the x plus iy form. It is in the form of x plus iy. Here you have to write, it is of the form x plus iy, where x is equal to how much? 1, where x equal to 1 and y equal to minus 1. So this way you should be in a position to write the answers. So the third sum also we will see. That is also important sum. Okay. The third one, that is somewhat different for you. That's why I am just solving it. Third one is 7 cos of minus 5 pi by 6 plus I sin minus 5 pi by 6. So this first of all I have to find. 7 cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta, cos of 5 pi by 6. Do you know this? See this. Minus theta means here it will be minus theta. The angle is lying in the fourth quadrant, where C is positive. C means the cos is positive. That's why cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. I will give the reason here. Cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. In the fourth quadrant, cos is positive. By solving this, what angle it is coming? I am not interested. Now sine of minus theta. So minus I sin theta. So 5 pi by 6. Here also I will write sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Now this 5 pi by 6, that I will add this. Cos of, I will write 6 pi minus pi. That will be 5 pi upon 6 minus I sin 6 pi minus pi upon 6. So this is equal to 7 into cos of, this is 6 pi upon 6 will be pi minus pi upon 6 minus I sin, this is 6 pi upon 6 will be pi minus pi upon 6, that is equal to 7 into, I have told you, if we subtract or add in pi, I am subtracting from pi, the ratio remains the same, so it will remain cos, what that? Pi by 6. But whether it will be positive or negative, pi means 180 and pi by 6 means 30 degree. 180 minus 30, it will be in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos I am searching, it will be negative. Minus I. This is in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, sign is positive, so I sin pi by 6. So that is equal to 7 into minus of. What is the value of this cos of pi by 6? Cos of pi by 6 means cos 30. It is equal to sin 30 root 3 upon 2. Sin 60. Cos 30 is nothing but sin 60. So root 3 upon 2. Minus I into sin of 30 is half. So I will give this 7 to this. So the first will be minus 7 root 3 upon 2 minus 7 upon 2 I, and then write it is of the form x plus iy, where x is equal to this and y is equal to this. So hope that you have understood this. So the fourth one, the fourth question is given in the exponential form, and that is fourth is e raised to pi by 3 I. I am taking that fifth one. So e raised to minus 4 pi by 3 I. This we have to write. So this is equal to, this is what? So e raised to minus 4 pi by 3 I. What is this? This is the exponential form. This is the exponential form. Complex numbers are expressed in the exponential form as r into e raised to theta I. This is the way of writing. I have taught you in one sum. Okay, this way it is written. So what is r? 1. Theta is how much? Minus 4 pi by 3. Understood this? It is of the exponential form. So how I will solve? It is of the exponential form. Z equal to r into e raised to theta I, where r is equal to how much? Here 1, and theta is equal to how much? Minus 4 pi by 3. Okay, what is the polar form? Polar form is what is the polar form? If suppose we are saying z is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. This is the polar form. So that is equal to r is 1 into cos of theta is how much? Theta is minus 4 pi by 3. This is your theta. I will change the bracket here. Plus I sin of minus 4 pi by 3. This is your polar form. Z is equal to. Therefore, Z is equal to cos of minus theta is cos theta. Cos of 4 pi by 3. Sin of minus theta minus I sin of theta 4 pi by 3. Just now we have solved. Therefore, Z is equal to cos of 4 pi by 3, cos of, I will write 3 pi plus pi upon 3. See this? Minus I sin of 4 pi plus 3 pi, 3 pi plus pi upon 3. So that is equal to cos of 3 pi by upon 3 is pi plus pi by 3 minus I sine, this will be pi plus pi by 3. So that is equal to, now in pi whatever we do, the ratio remains the same, means that will remain cos as pi by 3. But what is the quadrant? This is the third quadrant. In third quadrant it will be negative. 180 plus something, third quadrant, minus I. Now this also is minus sine of pi by 3. Check it. This is also in the third quadrant. Third quadrant, tan is positive. We are searching sine. So this is equal to minus cos of pi by 3, and this minus minus plus I sine of pi by 3. Pi by 3 means 180 upon 3 is 60 degree. That is equal to cos of 60 is minus half plus I into sine of 60 is root 3 upon 2. So properly I will write minus 1 upon 2 plus root 3 upon 2 I. It is of the form x plus iy, where x is equal to minus half and y is equal to root 3 upon 2. Hope that you have understood this topic. Okay. So now here I will close this question number 5. We'll go for question number 6. What is that? Question 6. Find the modulus and argument. Argument means the angle we have to find. So, question 6. Find modulus and argument. Modulus means the value of r we have to find, the radius. So in that the question is 1 plus 2i upon 1 minus 3i. This is the question. I have to find the modulus. Modulus means r. It should be of the form z is equal to a plus bi. In this form it should be, or x plus iy. That form it should be. Then r is equal to under root of a square plus b square. That way is the modulus. See this. Suppose I am drawing it here. So this is r. This is your a and this is your b. The imaginary part goes on the y-axis. This by Pythagoras, this is your theta. That theta I want. So, but this is not of this form. So I have to convert this into this form. So solution, here z equal to 1 plus 2i and 1 minus upon 1 minus 3i. I should not have the denominator, so I will rationalize it. So 1 plus 2i upon 1 minus 3i into opposite sign 1 plus 3i upon 1 plus 3i. This is rationalizing the denominator like that, multiplying the conjugate and dividing by conjugate. So this I will multiply 1 plus 2i this way and this way. 1 into 1 is 1 plus 1 into 3 is 3i. Okay. Now by 2i. 2i into 1 is plus 2i. And 2i into 3i will be plus 6i square. Directly you can write minus 6. No problem. Now this is a minus b. A plus b. A square minus b square. So 1 square is 1 minus 3 square is 9. 9i square. This is your z. So that is equal to, this is 1. This 2 will be plus 5i. And minus 6. Why minus 6? I square means minus 1. That's why I square equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus 9. Here also I square is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 into this, that way. Now this will be minus 5. This is 1. This is minus 6. Plus 5i upon 10. So that is equal to, I will divide by 10. Minus 5 upon 10 plus 5i upon 10. So that is equal to minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2i. This is your, what is this your? X plus or a plus bi form. So now I want to find r. So here I will write it is of the form z is equal to a plus bi, where a equal to how much? This minus half. B is equal to how much? Half. Okay. R is equal to under root of a square plus b square. By Pythagoras we can do. I will just draw the diagram of this. A is minus half means here. This is A. B means on the y-axis. So I will go here and join this. This is your theta. Actually this theta is not this. Actually this theta is this. So A is equal to minus half. B is equal to half. And now just see it. Theta is equal to how much? That you have to find. So first of all, R is equal to minus 1 upon 2 square plus 1 upon 2 square, that is equal to minus square root 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4, that is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2 upon 4, means 2 1s are 2 2s are, that is equal to 1 upon root 2. R is equal to this. R is equal to 1 upon root 2. So hope that you have understood. Now this part you will keep this minus half, this half, from this theta means this theta. Actually we are measuring the angle from the positive direction of the x-axis. Okay. Now what I want? I want the angle. Theta I want. Tan theta is equal to, tan means opposite upon adjacent. So 1 upon 2 upon minus 1 upon 2, that is equal to minus 1. Tan theta is equal to. Therefore theta is equal to, here the formula is like this, tan theta is equal to B upon A. Therefore theta is equal to tan inverse of minus 1. Minus 1 means this is 45 degree. This is 45 degree. So this much is how much? Therefore theta is equal to pi minus pi by 4. Just check it. Tan is 1. Tan is 1. Forget about the sign. It is in the second quadrant, that's why minus 1. So tan is 1 for pi by 4 means 45 degree. So this angle is 45 degree. I want this angle. This angle is how much? 180 up to this 180 minus this 45. So that is equal to 3 pi by 4. Theta is equal to. So you have got modulus is 1 upon root 2. Argument is theta equal to 3 pi by 4. Hope that you have understood. So question number 7. Question 7. Convert in polar form. Convert in polar form. Which is that z is equal to I minus 1 upon cos of pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. This I can write immediately. That is equal to I minus 1 upon cos of pi by 3 is how much? I minus 1. Cos of pi by 3 means cos of 60. The value of cos of 60 is equal to sin of 30, and that is half, plus I sin of this is root 3 upon 2. I into root 3 upon 2. So that I will write in the proper form I minus 1 upon 1 upon 2 plus root 3 upon 2 I. Now I have to multiply by the conjugate. So that is equal to I minus 1 upon half plus root 3 upon 2I into. Change this sign. 1 upon 2 minus root 3 upon 2I upon half minus root 3 upon 2I. This is the multiplication. So that is equal to. Now I will put the bracket. Okay. So by I will multiply throughout. I into half is 1 upon 2I. Okay. I into this will be minus root 3 upon 2 I square. I into I is I square. Now by minus 1. Minus half. This minus minus plus root 3 upon 2 and I upon. Now this A plus B. A minus B. A square minus B square. म्हणजे 1 upon 2 bracket square is 1 upon 4 minus. Now the square of this root 3 square will be 3. 2 square will be 4 and I will be I square. That is equal to this 1 upon 2I and this is root 3 upon 2I. That will be 1 plus root 3 upon 2I. Check it. This will become plus root 3 upon 2. Why plus? Because this I square means minus 1. And this minus 1 upon 2. Here I will write I square equal to minus 1 upon. Now this 1 upon 4. This will be also plus because this is minus. So 3 upon 4. This minus and this minus 1 will be this. So that is equal to. Now this I part I will write afterwards and this constant part. So root 3 minus 1 upon 2. This one. Plus 1 plus root 3 upon 2I. And this is 4 upon 4. And 4 upon 4 is how much? 1. So this is equal to root 3 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 plus root 3 or root 3 plus 1 upon 2I. Hope that you have understood this. So this much part is now what they want. So this is of the form of a plus bi, isn't it? So you will write it. This is of the form a plus bi. This is of the form. This is of the form a plus bi, where I will write z equal to, where a equal to what? Root 3 minus 1 upon 2 and b equal to 1 plus root 3 upon 2i. And in the question what was asked? So we want to write it as in the polar form. Now for polar form what is required? For polar form, that I will now I am rubbing this. Now polar form what is? The polar form, I am just writing and rubbing it. The polar form is z is equal to r into cos of theta plus I sin of theta. This is your polar form. So what you want now? R you want, theta you want. So I will find R. R is equal to under root a square plus b square. This is your polar form. So that is equal to under root. A is how much? Root 3 minus 1 upon 2 its square plus b is how much? 1 plus root 3 upon 2 bracket square. So that is equal to a minus b bracket square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. A square is 3 minus 2 root 3 plus b square plus 1 upon 2 square is 4 plus this also same way 1 plus 2 root 3 plus b square means root 3 square is 3 upon 2 square is 4. Okay. Now this is equal to, this is our r going on. The denominator is same. So I will write that denominator. 3 plus 1, 4 minus 2 root 3. Now this 3 plus 1, 4 plus 4. And this is plus 2 root 3. The denominator is same and that same denominator is 4. Now this will get cancelled. So that is equal to 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 upon 4. 4 1 that 2 and that is equal to root 2. So r is equal to root 2. Now theta also I want. Now theta, tan theta is equal to what? Tan theta is equal to what it will be? B upon A. B is what? 1 plus root 3, or I will write root 3 plus 1 because here the sequence. Root 3 plus 1 upon, write the formula, B upon A. That is equal to, what is your B? B is this, root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. The sequence I will mention, that's it. Okay. Now the polar form is, z is equal to r into bracket cos of theta plus I sin theta. Therefore, z equal to r is how much? Root 2 into cos of theta plus I sine of theta. The precise value of theta we don't know, so we will write where therefore theta is equal to tan inverse of root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. So where theta is equal to tan inverse of root 3 plus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. Let me see whether you can see in the screen. Yes, you can. So this way, this question is a difficult one. Somewhat means the lengthy question. So this was the seventh question. Another 8, 9. Okay, two questions are there. Find Z and verify the following. Find Z bar. Okay, the two questions, remaining two questions you can do yourself. Those are not very difficult questions. Or if the time permits, I will do those questions. Or otherwise, I will go for the cube roots of unity, the next topic in lecture number. This is 8. So in lecture number 9, we will go there. So good night, dears.